interviewed 17 people ages 20 to 22.
These people are both single and in relationships, and our questions were gauged to see where their focus was in being in relationships.
These are the results that we found.
No.
Not at the moment.
Not currently, no.
No, I'm not. Not really focusing on school, but if one happened to come my way, I wouldn't say no, I guess.
I wouldn't say so, no.
Not exactly. I mean, if I find one, okay, but I'm not necessarily on the hunt for one.
Not necessarily right now.
When do you plan on being in a serious relationship?
Hopefully whenever I graduate, which is in 2 months, get a job, be able to live on my own for a bit, and so I don't have to depend on someone else.
When do you plan on being in a serious relationship?
I'm in about 24, 25 maybe, out of college, when I have time.
To academic success, but I don't think it's a choice you have to make.
My academic success, for sure.
My academic success.
Definitely my academic success. Late 20s, early 30s.
Late 20s.
I don't believe in marriage. Sure.
I've always thought late 20s, but as I've been growing up and kind of realizing how long it takes to be in a relationship, I would say like early 30s, like 29, 30, 31.
My guy friends that have girlfriends that are also needy and gotta make them look pretty. It's just the tedious stuff that kind of annoys me.
Mainly I see what not to do. Yep.
I think it depends on the kind of relationships I'm around. Some I can see are kind of toxic, and so it's kind of helping them with that relationship, and then some relationships are very, very good, and I can see them getting married, so I guess it kind of depends on the person.
Absolutely, yes.
Family is very important to me. I think I trust them over my friends just because they've known me since I was little.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was raised with like a big family, pretty close.
Usually just ignore them or just try to talk it out as best I can. If I can't find a common ground, then I'll just forget about it and just move on. Okay.
I'm really bad at dealing with conflict with my friends. I'd rather not, if I have a conflict, I kind of would rather wait it out or wait for them to say something to me, just because I'm not good at approaching and liking to argue, so I kind of just see how it's going to go. Good.
Depending on like the level of friendship, like some of them I'll just brush it off and just let it go, and then some of them I'll sit down and be like, hey, you did this, and it like hurt my feelings or made me mad, and then we like talk it over and get through. Because I mean, if they're my friend, I don't want to like lose them, and if I did want to lose them, they would be out of my life. So.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You would? Okay.
Most definitely.
How do you think that would affect your current relationship?
I think it wouldn't really change anything.
Before marriage? No.
I would consider it, but in the future.
How do you think it would affect your relationship?
I think that's a step that you definitely have to take once you both know that you're serious about something and that you know that's a long-term thing.
We do.
We do right now.
Okay. And how has living together affected your relationship?
I don't know. I mean, we're fine, I guess.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same.
Maybe at a later date.
How do you think that would affect your relationship?
I think it would be great and help you learn more about the person.
No, not right now.
How do you think that would affect your relationship?
That would be just a lot of time together in space, and it would just probably be like, it would cause rifts because I'd want to see him more, and he likes to hang out with boys a lot.
That living with someone is something that's an exciting like part where you learn about your significant other, and I think that should be saved for marriage.
Okay, so you don't agree with the thing you gotta test drive your car before you buy it?
No, I don't necessarily agree with it. I think I think that the way somebody eats their breakfast isn't really going to make or break a marriage.
Very true.
early 20s, maybe around like 24, 25.
Okay, so just basically when you're done with college.
Yeah, done with school. You got a job. You know what you want to do.
It's different for everyone, honestly. Like for us, we felt like we're engaged right now, so the time was now. So, but I think it's, it depends on the person.
Late 20s.
28. 28.
I think maybe like 23 to 26.
I think it really depends on the person and the couple. Some earlier, some later. My ideal age might be around 20 or 21.
Yes.
In what ways?
My family is everything. They're always been very supportive. My family's always been super close-knit. I think it's really important.
I find them as a big support system as well as just people that I'm comfortable around.
It's important to me because they support me through what I do, and also like, they're just nice to rely on. And my friends cook so well.
Yeah, I think like this, your family raises you, and that's who you grow up with. So I think it's definitely important.
I think it's really important to me, just like having them there, like constantly.
Super important. I feel like your family is not only like your core support system, but it's like they're the base of who you are. And so I think it's really important.
I know them fair enough. They're kind of closed off for sure.
Is it a deal breaker for your partner to have a good relationship with their family?
Not a deal breaker, but I definitely prefer it.
Part of them, it's a new relationship, so I know part.
Is knowing your partner's family important to you?
Yes.
Yes. I think just like because it's so important to me, it's important to know his family.
Yeah, I think we both know our families pretty well, and I guess that's really important because getting married gonna be with them like forever.
Very well.
At this point.
Very well.
Okay, so I'm sure that's another big aspect of your relationship, having that
Yes,
relationship.
is having a good relationship with them. Oh, I don't even remember. It's been a while. We don't fight much.
So how do y'all deal with conflicts if you have them?
We talk it out.
Okay, so you never bottle it up?
Not really. I mean, I used to, but we've been together for a long time, and I'm about to be like 21 years old. Maturity definitely plays a lot into the conflicts and the arguing. I mean, you just kind of get to a point where it's like you kind of run out of things to argue about for one point, but also you just pick your battles. So there's no point in getting mad about something.
Yeah. Stupid bicker like a few days ago.
How did you deal with the conflict in your relationship?
We just talk about it. I mean, we're really good at talking things out and getting them solved. So it's not bad.
We have little disagreements a lot, but we never like really get in big fights. So.
We're always in the same groups for class.
How did you guys deal with your latest conflict in your relationship?
I just normally say, okay, you're right. I'll try to fight it.
We've had one like a month ago.
And how did you deal with the conflicts?
We just like talked about it and worked through it.
Okay.
I think it was over like a silly communication kind of thing, so I wouldn't call it like huge disagreement, but it was just like a misunderstanding.
So how do you resolve your disagreements in your relationship?
Talking it out.
I think it was like a week and a half ago. So, but it wasn't anything big. It was just like sitting down and talking about what we need to discuss further.
And last question, how do you deal with conflict in your relationship?
Sometimes I like to shut people out, but we've been working on me communicating better from the beginning, and him also being more willing to listen.
We try to talk it out and see what's the problem and see how both of us can benefit.